Hello, everyone. Today is June 9th, 2017. And this is Annie Sip Blackwell. And I have a couple of dreams that I want to share with you. And I'm going to be speaking a little fast because I want to try to get it in, and I don't want this to get very long. Well, on Tuesday night, I had a dream or a vision. I woke up, and in my room, there were all of these manifestations of beings in my room. They were all around me, above me, on the side of me, and they were just looking. I didn't feel scared. I felt like they were just looking, watching over me, taking care of me. I almost felt like I was just um, a child, that they were watching over me. I looked around. Now I could see the beings, but I couldn't really see any concrete form of them. They weren't, in other words, it wasn't clear. I knew it was spiritual beings. So at that point, I just kind of looked around and I started praying the Lord's Prayer and thanking the Lord for sending them because, again, I didn't feel threatened at all. I just felt that they were there. And then the vision just faded away and they were gone. And so after praying and just meditating for a second, I just turned over and went back to sleep. Now, a little bit later on the same night, I woke up again. And this time I saw writings all over my room. I saw words of endearment, and I could feel the presence of Yahushua in the room. And I focused on this one phrase that I see so often, and it said, I love you. Now, as I said, I knew Yahushua was in the room because I could feel his presence. But he never said anything. He never said anything. He never communicated to me. Just I saw the writing. And so after laying there, talking to him, and just meditating, I really didn't feel sleepy, so I decided to get on the internet. So I got on the internet, and I found that I had gotten a message from a sister in Christ. And she had made this comment, she had sent me a message making this comment that I have to be careful because there are a lot of other people on the internet claiming that they are the wife of Jesus because she's seen my book and she's seen the announcement of my book. So she even sent me several links, 3, 4 or links or so of people who are making the claim that they are the wife of Jesus. So I looked at it. I looked at some of those links, but I didn't get upset about them at all. And so after looking at them, I sent her a message back and said basically that um, I wasn't concerned because I knew that this was the enemies out there trying to slander the name of Yahushua. Anyway, they didn't say Yahushua. They said that they were the wife of Jesus. And so that I wasn't concerned. And I even told her that I've gotten prank calls or calls where people basically, were very angry with me, um, telling me that I'm not I'm not that, and even saying that somebody else is. And so that wasn't anything that upset me. So I basically told her that, yeah, I've even gotten these kind of calls. So after sending her the message, I started looking around on the internet a little bit, and I saw a recorded radio program that I started listening to. And so as I'm laying in the bed, relaxing, listening to this radio program, all of a sudden, a face. Now I'm laying in the bed on my side, and all of a sudden, a face appeared or manifested right in front of my face. And it was like we were laying face to face, like two lovers. Now I recognized the face because it was the very same face that I saw in my vision at the wedding reception. We were face to face. I looked at him and I smiled, and he smiled back at me. And I know it was Yahushua. I know it was Yahushua because it was the same king that I saw at the wedding reception. In fact, it was such a beautiful experience that I tried to kiss him in the mouth. And I reached out to kiss him, and my body just exploded in romantic ecstasy. It was the most beautiful experience. And then it faded. And I was just left with this amazing smile on my face. And I knew basically what he was letting me know is that, yes, those people were making it or slandering, because the experience that I have with him is so different. And I know that no one else can speak of these experiences that I've had with Yahushua. So I was thinking to myself, even as I lay there, that if this sister who had sent me this comment knew the experiences that I've had with Yahushua, because he has given me these kinds of experiences over and over again. But I don't talk about them because I've always considered them to be private. And they were private. Well, up until last night. Last night, I got a vision where I woke up and I looked outside, and right outside of my window was the full moon. And the moon was setting way, way back in the distance, but it was shining through my window. So he had to wake me up just as the moment that it was shining through my window. And I'm looking at the window, looking at the moon out the window, and it's a full moon. And it wrote, and I saw in big bold letters the word private. It said private, and it was clear, it was obvious, it was private. And I'm thinking, what does private mean? Then the revelation started to appear to me, what this meant. Because private was not only written outside in the sky, it was written all in my room. And so what Yahushua was telling me is that it is time now to communicate what I have so long kept private. And that is the reason that he has had me to write this book. Because in this book, I speak of many of the experiences, the visions, and dreams that he has given me that were strictly private. I never spoke of them because I felt that they were private. But he's telling me that it's time to let these things come out. They're not private anymore. He wants them to know he has written them on the sky. All the spiritual beings know who I am. All the spiritual being knows his love for me. So he wants me to write this book to share it with everybody. So these things are not private anymore. I'm sharing them. I shared a little bit of what happened, but there are some very, very interesting things in the book that he wants you to know about. And all I can say is get the book. It's free up until June 12th. All you have to do is go on to Amazon.com, the link that I'm specifying, and select the free ebook and get it. And this is a message that he wants you to understand. He wants you to see. So I wanted to share that with you. I didn't want it to get too long, but I see it's close to 10 minutes now. So, but get the book. Again, it's going to be free until June 12th. So just go onto Amazon, download it, read it, and you'll not only understand some things about me, but you also will learn information about Yahushua. I guarantee you never knew. Shalom.